Mapping the realm. Demajen tea. Okay, now we're going to be... Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, mortals from the realm of light. Something, something purpose. Behind the cloud of darkness. What I do not smother, I devour. What I cannot devour, I destroy. Covenant is everlasting. All mortals before the flood of darkness will sink lifeless into the void. If you say so. Oh. People have already started. I'm going to stand where it says the letter B. Yeah, my abilities aren't going off on time. I've just been watching it. I love the music. I'm assuming I need to stand out the way of that. Yep. I kind of expected it to be a little bit more of a cutscene. But of course, they did learn that people won't wait. Especially if they've done the content before. You know, they're not going to wait for people to watch the cutscene. Unless it's the main story quest dungeon, like the Praetorium and the other one. I assume I needed to stat for that. A faint particle beam. Ba da ba ba da ba ba. Yeah, so we need to stop the clouds getting to her. That much I've remembered. I think it's the storm that's the important one. Yeah, and if you stand in the way, they slow. They're not, Ow. Where's actually our healer? That's the one problem with the 24 man. It's really easy to lose track of who's where. Ow. Flood of darkness. Ooh, where's she gone? That looks safe. I went to the wrong one because I'm an idiot. Have to... Don't know why that hit me. Mind you, I suppose there's no AoE marker as for how wide the faint particle beam is. Did there need to be a certain number of people on each one? I guess they do. Either way. We get to watch the rest of the Alliance. I'm assuming not wipe. Yeah, one thing about this content is that people do get really quite pissy. If it's like, oh, you don't know how to do the content? Why haven't you looked it up? Why haven't you done this? Yeah, you do have to be a... You need a certain number of people. I think this is it anyway. Yay! Let the sun shine in. Pitch black, that area is called. Ah! Second chance points added to your journal. Demon sandals. Woo! Sandals! A flask of carbon coat. A loop of carbon twine. Puff of darkness. That's a mount. Pet, I think. I am going to... Don't actually know which of the healers it was. That looked quite cool. Greed, 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 greed. Did I get the pet? I did! Poof, poof, poof. Right. I've received a player commendation just completely randomly for being awful. Right. Right here. Had a very posh voice, if I'm... Where in the seven hells are they? Without to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Doga, Une, can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void sense? Oh, hello, Nero. He's gone all purple. I don't blame you for missing my company. FFXIV, are you alright? One of them does not seem to be. As alright as can be expected. Une has simply passed out. I seem to recall, wasn't Nero posh and cheeky? Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Stuff, he's crystallizing. Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now the darkness claws at the ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zandi's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allagan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scents. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We will be dead, had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Where? Where am I? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there's yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. I do like her eye colour. The red. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me, and now must face my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. If we strike now, whilst the cloud can barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Zandi's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Demajen, G'raha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? It is madness. You must return with us. No one but you could save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. But wait. Blocked! What is this trickery? The blood? You too gain protection from Xander's blood. Surprise! As if we didn't know this already. Ah, dear. You are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It is a gift you have inherited, G'raha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Allag that was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now. But your royal eye bespokes a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray, tell me. By holding out your hand. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, G'raha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allagan presence within you. I'm fairly certain this isn't how giving blood works. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Xander's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Not. Yoink! Whoa. I do love that lighting engine. The rim lighting is good. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Oh, he's got two eyes now. Two red eyes. Two Allagan eyes. You must... Oh. I was going to say, Une turned round, but it's Doga speaking. You must leave us as well, Nero. I am sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah! What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Demajen, Nero, let us quit this place. Run! You shall not escape me, impudent children of the night. Your accuracy is terrible, Cloud of Darkness. I love this piece of music. No, you shall not escape us. Here Xander's bloodstained dreams of glory end. Oh. There! The glint of light. Glint? That's a glint? I feel like I said that when I played this the first time. It grows faint. and the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry! As if there's any need to say twice. Uh-oh. Nero, come on! Oh, is this why? Nero, no! You must move! Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allag. I am Nero Tolskeva, the man who'll yet outdo Allag and Garland. That was what you hoped to... Cling! May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind, says a mysterious voice. Go, damn you! Bye. See ya, Nero. He does survive. See, it's closer than you think. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. What the? Ah! But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now! Onwards! I feel like my webcam is starting to turn. Ah! Sid! You owe me, Nero. Yeah. The hells I do. It's a typical bitter rivalry friendship situation. Garland actually just quite likes Nero, whereas Nero is too proud. Yeah, that webcam's definitely starting to turn. I shall do something about that. You are returned unarmed, thank the gods. When that void gate started to close, I'd never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running around like madmen, trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all set... Huh? Where are Una and Doga? They're not... Right so. Timing. I see. I'll miss the two of them dearly, but I'm happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend the Crystal Tower, although we now have no one able to seal it. Ah, but... That is not true, my friend. Una and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Grah! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. That dance, though. I understand your instinct, Rambos, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Demajen are both emerged from long battle. See Nero's face. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair to St. Codoc's find. Repair? No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Demajen. Me and 23 others. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga Unune's blood. Eh? Huh? Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There's something small I would do before I return. Oh? Sit on the chair. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Demajen. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia, and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. So this is how he turns into the crystal guy that we see in the Shadowbringers trailers, I am assuming. It's a bold assumption, but I think it's right. I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Demajen, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the spectre of the Allagans. Ba-ba. The Light of Hope. With a look of finality upon him, Vambrose seems intent upon sealing the Crystal Tower once and for all. I trust you've rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there's something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. I can't remember how long this bit is. I wonder if they've noticed the Graha's missing. So, the Allagan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it's not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Uni and Doga's power. Uni? Une? Don't know. Who's this? Biggs. Which one's Biggs? Biggs is a big one, isn't it? Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? What Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Demajen, you say Graha's staying behind at the Crystal Tower? I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Oh, yeah? Master Vambrose! Master Vambrose! Oh, that's a girl. 'Tis Graha here, sir. Came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. That's a really annoying voice. What? Why would he do such a thing? I don't know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Oh, well, let's go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Demajen, please come with me. I doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Yes, he's going to trap himself in the top. Okay. Son of Saint Craddock. Why in the world was Graha thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew myself. Of course he'd tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, miss. I am certain of it. Oh, really? Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So, you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint to your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man! What is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. as my father told me, the truth has always lain with Allag. Or rather, was there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Xande's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Allag looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Allag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Allag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebear. For millennia we waited. Allag's art and ingenuity faded, our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Raha, this Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Allag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings, how we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights as Allag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Aemon did and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Allagans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as a beacon of hope it was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits, in Shadowbringers. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go! Create a future where hope reigns and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say can make you change your mind, will it? Don't know why you suddenly got a higher pitched voice. I need to set up the voice changer. Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Allag, just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Gra, and you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. Nod. The 12 keep you then, Rambos. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Demajen, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for a sleep. Catnap. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. Kaboom! Not entirely sure how we're supposed to awaken it now. Is there somebody else out there with Allagan blood? I suppose we're looking for an Allagan beacon at the end of the Stormblood questline to start off the next expansion, so maybe it's something to do with that. I strongly suspect that emote is a universal one. So I imagine even with my my main, it will be exactly the same. Hopefully they'll use it less in Shadowbringers. I hope they use it less in Shadowbringers. I've had quite enough of it. It is a little bit too much. Nero, what you doing, mates? The Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. It is too quiet for my tastes. Beep, 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 beep. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. Bloop. A new dawn has come for me. Nero's always looked really weird because he's basically a... He's basically an Ellison body with a human head. A higher head. Which game am I playing again? Right, back once again. Back once again to St. Cronach's Find. You just missed Sid, Demajen. There's much that needs his attention if he's to fulfill Gra's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Cronach's Find has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labour for a brighter future, lit by Gra's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Towers, but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. Boop. Out of the dark. The light of hope. So there we have it. That is the entire Crystal Tower quest line. From start to finish, that is the legacy of Allag, at least as far as we know it so far. It does become much clearer, having played that through, that the individual who is getting crystallized in the Shadowbringers trailers is almost certainly Rahatir. And it makes sense now as well. I was really confused by why people were so certain that that's who it was. Because, as I've said several times, I haven't played this content in like 2+ years. So the entire story had completely escaped my brain. So yeah, this ties into Shadowbringers in multiple ways, I'm guessing. Right at the end, love it when cars drive past. Right at the end of Stormblood, we get a message, obviously. We've been getting messages from somewhere for some time, and our friends' souls have been taken from their bodies, and we've been asked to throw wide the gates. And it wasn't clear for a long time just who was saying that, but obviously the trailers have revealed who it is. Well, to a certain extent. And we now need to find an ethereal beacon, which is somewhere near the Crystal Tower. Don't know where yet, but that's clearly going to be the starting point for the next expansion. It'll be interesting to see, you know, how quickly we actually get moved from Modona onto the first. Because obviously everybody wants to go and explore the new zones ASAP. But that's always the fun part about a new expansion for a game, for an MMO like this. That's a really cool map. You know, the exploration, the new zones, and finding where the story takes us. That is the legacy of Allag. But the thing about legacies is that they are all to do with the past. And it is very clear that the Crystal Tower is going to play a part in our future. Hopefully, you will join me as we see how that legacy continues onwards. I hope you've enjoyed this dive into the legacy of Allag. I hope it has helped rekindle some memories if you've done this content before, or if you are watching this video around the Shadowbringers released and you don't need to do the Crystal Tower, maybe this will help fill in some of the gaps in the story so far. Either way, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Cheerio.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.